Alright, welcome back to Sable. Let's play a bit more of this, because I'm not in the game. There we go. Okay. Took a while for it to, start registering inputs. I'm definitely in the, sort of honeymoon phase with this game, where, the other games I'm playing right now are good, they're fun, but it's just more of the same. We know what they're like, whereas this game, I still haven't quite, gotten a good, pin in. We don't know exactly, what's gonna happen, how it's gonna play out, what we're gonna discover. So, yeah, let's discover some more. I did want to do something. I noticed just, last time it was a bit awkward to do compass on right bumper when we were doing, when we were flying and I was doing right trigger. So instead, I don't see why we shouldn't use left trigger. As far as I can see, it seems like there's nothing on left trigger. So I'm just gonna put it there, I guess. Hopefully that's fine. And then I'm thinking maybe we'll just put, crouch on right bumper, because why not? Or maybe navigator here, and then crouch on circle, or B. That seems to... Oh, I just did the same thing. Seems like that would be nice. Hello, Goose. Yeah, the art style is very nice. It doesn't look the greatest on stream, though. That's something to keep in mind. Oh, is it every time I exit out of anything, I'm just gonna be crouching now? Maybe that's not good. We'll see. Yeah, the art style is very nice, but it has, very kind of rotoscoped lines and, cell shading, and they're very squiggly and stuff, and that really doesn't do well on Twitch, I've noticed. There's a lot of bitrate stuff going on, but... yeah, it's very, intriguing so far. So yeah, we left off having turned in some beetle shells to this shop over here. And... what was it? Was I gonna do anything more? I guess I'm done with them, but we had other quests. Yeah, deliver them to Ian, a chime maker in Ekria. And then just more masks. Bring more scrap, go fishing, and Bridge of the Betrayed, southwest, or just go to the tower. Yeah? Yeah, all the environments are smooth, but the animations are basically stop motion. Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting, art direction. No more unread messages. Wait, so that thing just goes in the ground normally? Oh, I thought that was an indication that we had mail, but nope, guess not. Can't talk to the kid, right? Nope. So yeah, the question is, what do we even do to start? I guess there should be something in this ship. We could just go here, that's obviously a significant landmark. And why not? Otherwise, we're going, here. Which one am I, following right now? That's Ekria over there. If we do... this one, if I follow that quest, where's that on the map? No? I thought it was, down here. Oh. Can't even see it. Is it, can you go past this? I thought this was the entire world. Maybe this is just, one region or something. Or we just don't have a map marker for this area or something. Not entirely sure. And then this one. That's down here. Okay. Yeah, maybe let's go, here and then swing by this main quest one. Yeah, you can zoom in as well. Wait. No, you can't. I thought you could... yeah, there we go. You can zoom in. Yeah. So yeah, it's a real map, you know? You see all the, height lines and stuff like that. Alright, so let's just go this way to begin with. I don't know where my bike is gonna come from. Right there. Good bike. We also need more money in order to, oh god, yeah, this bug is still happening, the audio bug. Hello, Susie Mac. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, the game looks very interesting. We need a bunch of cuts in order to buy those, like, beetle parts. I didn't check the one I have, but I'm just gonna wait until we have, like, all of them. Let's try fishing here. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, that was a bit weird. Just gonna try fishing to see if we can get something special here. The fishing is not particularly interesting. It's just kind of Stardew Valley, Genshin, classic fishing that they certainly did not invent. That's Dopey Dart. Just kind of your generic fishing minigame. So what's happening here? Are we, like, entering this pipe? Oh, hello. Looks like you're fishing in the dirt. Yep, we're fishing in the sand. Desert fish, apparently. You can just fish whenever there's, like, sand like this. I don't think this works. No, that doesn't count, but this over here would count. Should try fishing near the plant I found. Didn't I already do that? I thought I already tried fishing near plants. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait until I find other plants. This one is different. Pebble Eye. Yeah, that's a new one. Its thin pencil-like body means these fish can burrow into small crevices and holes in rocks, protecting themselves from the sun and predators. So that's 2 out of 3. The final one we needed was a pillfish. So I'm guessing that's just in a different region somewhere. But then how do we enter this thing? Your uncle used to practice fishing in the yard? Hopefully not, like, actually throwing hooks and stuff around. Can't read the name. And there's some sort of tower here as well. Yeah, that's, like, separate. You can see where your bike is on the map as well. Well, let's hold off on the tower. This feels very, like, Subnautica-y. Finding, like, giant shipwrecks that you have to infiltrate and, like, find parts from. And there's more of these rings. Maybe something happens if we pass through all of them? I also wonder how this whistling thing works. Like, does it just spawn it behind terrain and then comes up to you or something? Yeah, it's a real shame about the audio bug, that it's, like, so stuttery. Because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to sound this way. So if we just, like, pass through these rings, does anything happen? Oh, yep, sure enough. We just found a Breath of the Wild shrine, I guess. Reveal a Hikaric Arch Monument. Thread the needle. It's an achievement that just popped up. Still no Steam overlay. Can't do anything about that. Yeah, I'm hoping it's mainly this engine that sounds like this, and if we get other ship parts or bike parts, hopefully they don't sound this annoying. Alright, I guess we'll check out the shrine before the ship then. See if we can get, like, another ability or something. Or maybe a mask. Ancient race. Okay. What was that? Quest item? Hikaric? That was like Hikarkic. What does it say in the Steam achievements? Yeah, Hikaric. Hikaric ring artifact. A strange circular ring that I try that again. That I retrieved from a shrine buried under the sand. I can feel a light tug towards an unknown place when I hold it lightly in my hands. Like a key that belongs somewhere. And now we have like a marker for that? I wonder what the ring-shaped artifact is for. Do I have a quest marker? No? I thought it would, like, kind of let me know where it's pulling me, but I guess not. Maybe it's just something in the ship here, nearby? So we can climb up there. Can we also go up here? No, you can't climb metal walls, I guess. Hello? What's happening? That was weird. Like, couldn't move. Yeah, can't climb the metal walls. We can crawl in there, or I could, like, jump and float under here, which I guess I'm gonna do afterwards. There might be a chest or something. The Dunboyne. Duneboyne? So I guess we have some, like, minor dungeon type things where you find these ships. Oh, can you stop pumping the box, please? And you just, like, have to solve them for rewards or something like that. Scrap metal. Okay, you drop things if you fall. Oh. Wait, I don't want to go up anywhere, do I? No? I wonder if you can take batteries out again. Can even get up? Yeah. And I can just drop down and use it down here instead? But there's also another battery here. Though, now I might not be able to get out. I'm not sure. Yes, I know we're here. Thank you, game. You said that. This might just be where I was trying to, like, glide before. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's just kind of an exit. Never mind then. You can't get your Twitch app to work on your TV? You connected your TV to your computer? Like you were trying to connect your phone to your TV before? You know that, like, can be a bit of a problem depending on, like, which phone you're using and which TV you're using and which services they have and stuff like that. Well, it doesn't look like we can get the battery in here. Can we climb this? Nope. Alright, we just find scrap metal just like laying around wherever. So do I want to leave this spinning, or do I want to, like, take it out? Probably take it out and then get across. Like here. Oh, you can't jump like that. Maybe not then. I thought maybe we would, like, bring the battery across. I don't know, I feel like we might do that. I'm gonna preempt it. See if I'm right. The lighting keeps changing a lot. I think it's like thinking that I'm outside because I get close to the outer wall or something. It's a little strange. I'm not sure that's gonna work. I think it has to be a little more slanted. Does that guy have horns? Well, we're a little girl and she doesn't have horns, but she is wearing a mask. It's like tradition in this tribe. You're wearing like different masks and they symbolize like various things, and the entire game is basically a coming of age story where we're trying to like go out on a journey to prove myself as an adult. Crap! Oh my god. Let's just check. Let's check if we need a battery in here. Surely we need a battery, right? Like, it would just make sense if bringing a battery here. Nope, we do not need a battery. That should have been like an extra thing, like a door here that goes to a little treasure chamber, and if you bring the battery, then you get some extra stuff. Yeah, I've only streamed this for a little bit, but so far I would kind of describe it as like Outer Wilds mixed with Spiritfarer and some Breath of the Wild. Those are like the main influences, I would say. But there's like many different influences. And now we have to take the battery over there, I see. Well, so much for my getting the battery across here theory. The Dunboyne. Open the door in the Dunboyne. It's an achievement. Hello, guy. Throw the battery. Yeah, I tried, but like throwing it does not make you go any faster. You throw it so pathetically short that like the animation of throwing it and then picking it up and then throwing it seems to just be slower than just walking with it, as far as I've seen. Is this open? Nope. Alright, what's up, dude? I encounter a strange luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. Saren, new user found. Hello, please enter your new username. I find myself whispering my own name. It suddenly feels odd in my mouth, like this is the first time I've said it aloud. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. I asked the mysterious figure about themselves. I am this ship's simulated and anthropomorphic registry and informational nexus. But you can call me Saren. I see what you did there. I asked Saren what they're doing here. I'm not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I'm attempting access ship records. I'm attempting access ship records. What? Saren goes still for a moment. Transferring ship's log to your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Now I have to go back. Oh, okay. I thought I had to like go back to town and check my mail or something. Here are your unread messages. recording. Oi! The panel blinks to life. Strange markings and symbols I assume to be ancient texts spill across the screen as the background colors flash wildly. And then, with a strange buzzing like old fabrics pulling apart... What? That is a weird analogy. A strange buzzing like old fabrics pulling apart? There are voices. I mean, I guess static. Does static sound like tearing fabric? I guess, kind of. Within long-range sensors, Captain, we're picking up some anomalous readings from the upper atmosphere. Could be a plasma storm, but the radiation signature doesn't quite match. Maintain approach at current speed. What's our time to destination? Sounds like they're gonna be alright. 46 Earth hours, give or take. Good, let's keep an eye on those energy signatures, and get Saren on it too, for pattern recognition. Captain, we need to purge our reactor soon. If we don't... I know, I'm aware of the risks, Ellis, but I'm not purging in the middle of space. We follow the protocol and... The recording fails and the static continues. A few button pushes bring silence... What? A few button pushes brings silence and a screen that looks navigable in some way, but I can't decipher anything. No unread messages. Okay. Well, I guess that's just kind of lore. Historical reconnection? I should look for more of Saren's terminals. So, we're just gonna meet Saren in, like, every ship that's crashed? It's just, like, a universal AI hive mind for all of the ships? And no one's ever talked about this before? It's just, like, here? Okay. Well, I guess that's everything here. There's that too, but how would I get up there? I can't, like, climb on anything. Can't climb the walls. Oh, is it that thing? But how would I do that? How could I, like, raise that up and then be on that side? I guess just... Oh, scrap. I guess just by leaving it plugged in? That should work. So yeah, here's what throwing the battery looks like. And then I pick it up again. And then throw it again. It really does not feel faster than just walking. Oh, hello, Chum. I didn't see that. Yeah, we got some Hollow Knight style grubs hidden around called Chums. Haven't figured out what these actually do yet. I'm assuming we're collecting them for something. Like at some point we can trade those in, or if you reach like certain milestones, maybe something happens. So yeah, I guess we just do this kind of thing. Nice. Cuts. A cache of 100 cuts. Alright, we should be able to afford those 2 parts now. This is a bunch of scrap. Oh my god. That's a lot of scrap. That's good. How much do we have now? 9 whole scrap. Yeah, that should be a good amount of money. I think I'm done now, in here. Feel free to point out if you see anything, like, suspicious in a corner or whatever that I didn't check. Yeah, the ship calling, or bike calling mechanic is very interesting. I want to experiment with, like, how it actually works. I'm assuming if it's further away than a certain amount, it'll, like, teleport it closer to you in order to have it not take that long. So let's try fishing near these. Maybe these are, like, special? Oh, that was a bit too far. Yeah, they said last time that, like, the sandfish generally hide near, like, vegetation and stuff, like roots, because they can eat stuff. So it seems like a good idea to keep an eye out for random vegetation. Alright, let's see if that does anything. Oh, the cricket just took a break. Didn't need to, like, inhale. Nothing? Oh, there we go. I think this is the same, like, that blowfish, whatever. Forget what it was called. Oh yeah, it's also very Star Wars-y, yeah. Forgot to mention that. Like, the vehicles and just general, like, atmosphere is kind of Star Wars. Tatooine. Yeah, Bello Guppy. Yeah, exactly. Tatooine is a pretty clear inspiration, I would say. Sick jump. Too bad we can't do flips. I guess let's try, like, fishing at the root of this burnt tree. See if anything happens here. Those are very realistic bird sounds in the background. Like in my right ear, it sounds like it's actually outside of, like, my headphones. Yeah, just another dopey dart. I'm assuming at some point we'll be able to, like, sell fish? Sell fish. At least I hope so, so we can get some cuts. Oh my god. Alright, let's buy these parts that I'm missing. Now we can be like a weird lobster thing. Lobster beetle. And I guess I'll just, like, try all of them out, even though it seems like... Okay, it is a bit of a trade-off. Less speed, but more handling. They're all like that. I mean, sure, let's just try all of it. Kind of creepy how it's, like, wiggling. Maybe we just keep that orange. Great. Uh-huh. I love this thing. I hate it. Oh, I thought that was, like, the front, not the back. Okay, never mind. Don't want that pink then. I was making it as, like, eyes. Just white, I guess. Sure. So this should have, like, much better handling, but lower speed. And it does have a different sound. I guess it handles better? Like, it's not very noticeable, I would say. Yeah, I guess it's better. But, I mean, I don't feel like I need handling for this thing. I just need it to, like, go fast. Because anything that takes, like, fine motor skills, you just jump off and do it on foot, I feel. But I guess we'll try it for, like, a little bit. So what was I doing again? Here? Wasn't there something I just came back for? Scrap metal, right, yeah. Anything hidden behind here? Nope. And you can't climb. 135. Alright, there we go. I'm assuming that's just like a good thing to trade those in and not that we would want to save the scrap for anything else. Bike. I think it may have gotten stuck. My bike is dead. It's just gone. Okay. That's a bit of a problem. It's just stuck somewhere there. Yeah, you would think they would do it in a way where, like, oh, if the bike hasn't come within a certain range of you in, like, 10-15 seconds, it would just, like, pop in. Just as, like, a failsafe. Yeah, I think it's, like, trying to get to me, but it's just stuck on something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like there should be something to prevent this from happening. Okay, we found a use for the strafe mechanic. Alright. And now? I guess let's do a quick save. Why not? I don't think I need to, but it doesn't hurt. So this is done. There's probably other stuff we could see here, like, I assume this is something. But I guess let's just go to this one. So let's follow... And this didn't show up on the map. Nope. Not this map, anyway. And it said that it was, like, pulling me in a certain direction, but... It's not on the compass, is it? Hold on, if I mark it... No, it still doesn't show on the compass. Alright. I guess we'll just have to see what that is, like, later on. So let's just follow the main one. The tower. It's over here, sure. I don't know if I should, like, fish near this plant. Oh, you can't, like, collect stuff while jumping? Alright. I hate its little legs. Yeah, this is just another one of those bellow things, yeah. I think we need some, like, proper different vegetation in order to find these, or, like, just a completely different, like, biome or whatever. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that it would, like, not show on the map, but the compass would show, like, which direction the thing was pulling from. So you would get, like, a marker in a direction, but not necessarily how far away it was. Yeah, it's definitely very insect-like, beetle-like, which I guess is the point. See if it's like, if we fish under here, is that some sort of difference? I also don't know if there's any difference between, like, doing this and fishing, or throwing it, like, as far as I possibly can. Doesn't seem to make any difference. Yeah, this is the bellow guppy again. Let's try one, like, really far away. It's something where, like, you get a higher rarity chance when you throw it far away, like, near the max power. No, seems to be the same thing. Yeah. Hopefully we can sell these eventually, because then I'm gonna have a lot of money. Would be nice if you could, like, switch your quests in this compass menu. Like, if you're holding the compass and then pressing, like, left or right on the D-pad or something, it would cycle through which missions or quests you're following. A little stuttery here, as it's, like, loading in this whole area. Like, the home area. Yeah, I guess maybe we could also just, like, have only a small, like, one part of the bike have more handling and the other two just max speed or something. And polluting the air, yep. I don't think they're too concerned about, like, pollution and renewable fuel sources here. We're just scavenging and burning whatever we can. I was already up here, I think. I'm just gonna check again. Yeah, it was just a chum. What if we fish from here? Can't even see it. Yeah, it's just another guppy. Yeah, this might be a post-apocalyptic world where, like, all the seas have already dried up. And humanity, like, tried to leave for the stars, but then failed, and there's a bunch of, like, shipwrecks and stuff. I don't know. We haven't quite figured out much of the story yet. And I'm not sure if there's going to be much of the story, like, revolving around the world as a whole, or if it's just more of a personal journey. Yeah, it's very, very pleasant. Also, I guess Wind Waker is something to note as an inspiration as well. Like, sure, it's sand instead of water, but it's still a very similar, like, format of just riding your bike / boat across to different, like, notable spots in the world with kind of little between. Yeah, we don't even know if this is Earth. This might be a different planet. It might be fictional. It might be Mars. Nobody knows. Yeah, these trees look suspicious. Before we go here, I want to, like, see if we can fish over here. Surely there's some special fish suckling on these roots. Right? There has to be something here. Looks like a guppy to me. Well, that's boring. Guess you can't quite tell. Like, maybe guppies and the dopey dart are just, like, common general fish in this area, like this whole region of the map. And then the rare ones are just, like, in specific spots. So maybe they are here, but it's just, like, a rare chance to get them even when you are in the correct spot. Not too sure. Just looking for anything of note. Let's try fishing, like, in here as well. Could you stop, like, chattering with your bony legs in my ear? Yeah, it's all guppies. Oops, all guppies. surely there would be, like, at least a chum somewhere here, right? Let's try near these other plants. It's like here, maybe? Oh, this is the dopey dart. Yep. I'm just gonna take a lap around here. Did I get this on the map? No, I didn't. So we can't, like, fast travel to it, but... oh well. I still want to go around, just to see if there's anything. Oh god. Maybe you could ask the fisherman about, like, good spots for fish. Maybe he would mention, like, what type of vegetation we're looking for or something. Is this water? Nope, it's just white sand, I guess. Well, is there different fish in the white sand? Nope, we can't fish. Yeah, I really wish I had the top speed bike right about now. Yeah, I'm just going off the map at this point. I wonder what happens... oh yeah, I guess we can't go east. Like, past the border. And even this we can't fish near. Nope. Well, I'm just going off. Let's see where we end up. Was that a city? That looks very good for the environment, right? Can I fish anywhere here? Yeah. Oh, that's a different one. I see. This is definitely the new one. Oh, well, it's a new one, but it's not the one I need. Shelled cup. Nobody knows how these fish survive in the harsh, salted landscape of the sodic waste, but without them, a delicate ecosystem that sustains creatures like pink necks would be disrupted. Yeah, so I guess I need to find the other one in specifically this region here. And now we're, like, in a different fishing region. So I guess let's try one more time. Stop it, bike. Oh, yeah, it's the same one again. One final one. There's something flying over there. Maybe we can yoink. Yeah, it's just these. All right. Ah, nope. We can get the butterfly here. Salt butterfly. Even those sounds are like very stuttery. Yeah, it's a shame. I didn't do any testing on like removing that override thing, because it just seemed to make the performance so much better. Like, I was having crazy stutters even in the first temple area when I was testing stuff, and doing this DirectX 11 thing fixed it basically completely. Now there's just like minor stutters occasionally, so even if it would fix the audio, I don't feel like that would be worth it. It's just like a hummingbird. Well, I just want to get like a waypoint or something here, and then we can leave it for later. That like pickup sound even sounds very Zelda-like. So are we gonna get a new horseshoe here? Maybe the more you get, the more they pull you in the direction of the thing, and at a certain point, when you have X amount of them, you'll be able to know like where you're meant to go. Is that something? It is. Oh. It's like a Deku scrub. Nope. Maybe I can sneak up on it by crouching. Yeah, same again. You can't see me. Oh, I think that's actually it. Neat. Shy Ridgewur Pulp? What did it say? Ridgewur. I don't know. Emits from the top of the Shy plant. It's remarkably sticky, very helpful when repairing things. Alright, just a crafting material. Whoa! Oh, that was fishing. Yeah, what the hell is happening over here? I thought that was like a man-made city, like a factory city, but I'm not so sure. Maybe it's just like a geyser kind of thing, or steam. I guess it is a bit of a city. I think that's some metal on it. We got more ships, which maybe... Oh, hop in. Nice. Max quality settings, by the way. Yeah, these things look like stargates. Oh, there's more? Oh, did I do it, like, in reverse order? I guess? A lot of butterflies. I hope they're useful at some point. Yeah, maybe I was just too slow. But since, like... Yeah, I guess this one has, like, stopped being lit up as well. Yeah, maybe we just need better parts. Interesting, like, Blade Runner-ish music. Yeah, okay. I'm guessing they would, like, reset. Like, the timer would reset when you hit 2 and then 3. So it's just that my bike is just too slow for this. So let's just check in here and see if we get a marker for this place. Is that a balloon over there? That might have the map for this area. Maybe we want to get that before I leave. This isn't anything, right? No. Let's do one final fishing attempt here. Yeah, just the same. I guess we could just, like, intentionally lose, but I'm assuming it's a good thing to collect fish at some point. It might be like 5 cuts each or something like that. Just like a tiny amount. Geyser Tower. It was a geyser. Also, hold on, I want to test something. Can I just, like... Can I just walk up to these? And then just crouch down? Do they come back? No. So you need to, like, be outside of their range to begin with? Oh, is that just gone forever? Or is it because my bike is there? That seems to be gone forever. Some weird shadow stuff going on as well. Is this on the map? Yeah, it is on the map, so we could leave. But I guess, why not? There's someone here. Hello. Before I greet them, the hunter is making some breathy noises. Loud exhales through near-pursed lips and small, effortful oofs. They run their hand along the back of their skull and stare upwards and away for short moments before turning back in my direction with a shake of their head. It isn't how I'm used to seeing hunters, whom I have come to associate with perfect calm. Glider. Zeeby. I can tell they're trying to infuse some calm into their voice, but it doesn't work. Can you help me? My name's Zeeby. I've been traveling... I've been out here for... I read the second line. I've been out here for a while now, and my partner, Dylan... I don't know. All these names. I have no idea how to pronounce any of them. Traveling partner, I should say. Got it in his head to climb up there after some bird eggs. That's rather high. There's eggs up there? Is that a problem? Eggs? Yes, of course. But you know what else is up there? Dylan. Zeeby huffs. I'm not happy to admit this, but I'm not too fond of heights. Some would say I'm a little afraid of them. Or a lot. If you could get up there and grab Dylan for me and tell him I'm going to kill him when he gets down here, that would be really helpful. I tell Zeeby that I'm happy to do most of that and take on the task. Riding the wave. Thank you for going up there for me. I really can't stomach climbing up myself. Alright, let's go murder someone. I need to figure out, like, at which range these guys pop down so we spend the least amount of time crawling around. I'm assuming... Yep, sure enough. Not sure exactly where to go from here, though. Doesn't look to be much here. That doesn't look like a place to enter. Looks more like we'll exit there. Oh, something up there. It's a chum. I'm assuming he's the one with the black smoke. But how do we get a geyser to go even higher? Like right there? Guess we can glide over here? That's a lot of birds. Shoe birds. And now we wait. Damn it, I was just gonna have some water. Game doesn't let me. Looks like we can go all the way up there. I guess let's see. Maybe this is like preempting the quest. If Dylan would say like, no, you have to go up and grab this egg and torture this poor bird. Boo. What's up? Thank you. What a lovely little kiss. Okay, I guess this is nothing. Can't sit on it. We don't get a mount. Too bad. Flying mount. Hello. Those birds are very unafraid of fire, apparently. They're just staring into the flames. Get out of here. Hello there, glider. What have you, eh? Dylan looks perfectly content, even happy, taking in the scenery alone. I gaze briefly out at the horizon. It is a nice view. I guess. What are you doing up here? Wait, a nice spot. I'm here to take you down, punk. He turns to me with a sudden alarm and takes a cautious backstep. What? Why? I may have misspoken. I tell Dylan that I've been sent by ZB to encourage him to come back down and continue their journey together from less frightening height. Dylan shakes his head. ZB, what a killjoy. Here, have a look at this and tell me if you'd come down. Look at that beautiful beast. Yeah, I was up there. It's called a pink neck. Ever heard of them? Native to the Sodic Waste, people say they're direct descendants of the creatures that came in on the whale. That one's got a whole clutch of eggs ripe for the taking. Dylan nods his resolve. I just need to figure out how to get them. How does one do that? Could I help you? I ask if there's anything I might be able to help with, given my status. I've been thinking the best way is probably to frighten the mother off with something shiny. We are terrible people, apparently. And then get the eggs once she's gone. You're collecting masks, right? If you got anything shiny and metallic, that might do the trick. What about scrap? I don't have any of that anymore. I tell him I'll think on this and try to be of assistance. He thanks me and returns to his bird watching. Shiny masks? Oh, okay, so it's just like... we can't do it now, we need some sort of metallic mask before I can do that? Alright. Well, I guess we have a marker for this for later. Yeah, the whale sounds like it's a ship. Like a mother ship. That I guess like brought life to the planet. I'm assuming it's like... I guess it's not Earth then, it's like a new planet. Well, there might be more stuff hidden here. Almost certainly there is, but is there any point looking around? It's like... there's so many little corners that things could be here. Nice. You can swim. Also, we just, like, landed with a belly flop from, like, 200 meters up. No problem. Stepwell dragonfly. Fly. Hello. Nothing? Oh, that was weird. I didn't see a prompt. Plant Weaver Rachel. Oh, hello. Who are you? My name is Rachel. I'm a plant weaver. I've never heard of a plant weaver before. Is that a tiny tree inside that glass orb? Oxygen? We nurture plants, or are they like breathing carbon dioxide to like supply this little plant? Whether a struggling I hate that word, I don't know how to pronounce it, in the wild or flourishing sporling of melancholy mushrooms in a cultivated garden. Without plants, life would cease to exist. I came with a climber and hunter, but I think I'll stay here. There's something special about this place. I think some very unusual flora would thrive here. I have never seen some of the things growing here. What is this place? These baths, they are ancient. I have never even heard of them before. They seem to use the flow from the hot waters that are inside the rocks and circulate them through the baths. Imagine this is a bathhouse. People must have come from all over to rest and recover. Alright, bye. Damn it. Do I need to, like, position these underneath? Or you can just, like, herd them? Oh. Okay, that didn't work. I'm not sure how to get this one. Yeah, you can't grab it while flying. Never mind, I guess. Don't think I'm supposed to climb up there. Yeah, it feels like they're... Oh my god! Oh no! Come back. The one, like, outside just popped back up again if I left for a bit. Now these just don't. That's like a good farming spot here. A very good farming spot. Assuming these come back. Oh god, the audio. You know, like, I guess I could place a pin if I wanted to. Add marker. But that's just like colored markers, not specific things like here are plants. Yeah, maybe not worth it. But yeah, let's just leave this place for now, and then I'll just go towards the boat, the balloon, and just see if we can get a map, and then I might leave this area for now. Yeah, there's a lot of places to go. That is a balloon, isn't it? Let's see what this place is called. Not yet. I don't know what those are. Just birds or something worse. Oh god, where am I? What's happening? I just noticed. That was weird. I don't remember when that started happening. I guess we're going up here? We see some, like, actual text. London? Number? What is that? Like, resigned? Assigned? Looks like an E. E-signed. Designed in London? Yeah, so I guess this is a different planet, but it is in our universe in that sense. I don't know if I can climb this. Nope. Okay, we need to find a better path. God, stop looking so creepy. Looks like we have to be up there, which I guess means we have to travel over here. And it does, like, follow you. Yeah, it does follow you, like, even if you leave the position where you whistled. That's nice. Thanks for the ride. I needed that. "20-hole chums." Can I even climb this? Just barely. Yeah, it looks like there could be quite a lot over here. But let's just focus on getting to the balloon. And how do I get to the balloon? It is, like, right above me, isn't it? I think it was up there. There's something as well. Do we go over here, or are we supposed to get into the tower somehow? I don't know if this is the right way. It kind of doesn't seem like it. Sorry, Chum. I can't get to you right now. That might be a bad idea to not pick it up when I see it. Oh my god, there's chums everywhere. I see. Climbing a ladder doesn't take stamina, but you can't regen stamina while doing it either. Right, let's get this one. What if I sit still? Nope. So I'm assuming we're going right? Guess it doesn't matter. Or are we going in there? Oh, here. Alright, this is the right way to go. This is quite the extensive platforming challenge. You'd better have a really good map up there that isn't too expensive for me to buy. I don't have many cuts. Can you see that, like, on the compass? Yeah, 165. Maybe this is, like, a late game area, and it's gonna cost, like, 200. Yeah, that is birds. That sure is birds. Hello. You were quite annoying to get to. Cartographer's Balloon. I thought it was like his name. Cartographer Balloon. I greet Balloon. Iliad. Surprised you didn't hurt yourself getting all the way up here. Guess you're stronger than you look. Pardon me? What do you mean, then I look? I'm very strong. You don't even know what I look like. I asked the cartographer to clarify what they mean by that. I mean, you look a little small, sort of silly. But if you got all the way up here, you must have more muscle than it seems. Well, I suppose I have my answer. What other regions are we near? Not much around. Why it's called the Waste. Head west to Red Sea or southeast to Sand Sea. Right, so what do you want? Anything nearby worth a look? The answer with a measurable amount of exasperation, practically snorting into their response. Well, you're in the middle of the shipyard, if that wasn't obvious. There are geyser rocks nearby, just don't get too close. Salt pools to the northeast are home to some decent folk. Go visit them if you like. Right, so what do you want? Let's trade. Another badge, and I have just enough to get both, thank God. Map of the flat metal littered sodic waste, made and sold by members of the Cartography Guild. And another badge. I only need one more cartographer badge, I think, right? Alright, let's go get that that chum over here. And then I'm just gonna leave for now. I think he was over here. Was he down here? Yeah, there he is. I'm sure there's tons of other stuff here, but yeah, let's fully explore these some other time. So with that, we have this on the map. And we have like two waypoints. That's good. Let's just teleport back. Let's teleport back here and get the better ship, like, bike part thing equipped. Yeah, there's probably like at least 10 more chums in there. God, the audio keeps happening. You don't have anything new, do you? Nope. Yeah, it's a real shame about the technical side of this game. But it just doesn't seem to run very well normally without, like, mods. And it doesn't seem to, like, the audio doesn't work at all, seemingly, for me. So yeah, I just feel like we might as well just have the max speed I possibly can. At the very least, let's get the hell away from these annoying, like, legs. It's a bit of a problem doing this during nighttime, too. When you can't see shit. I have no idea how these actually look because it's so desaturated. White, I guess. I think that's white. Wait, and this one. It's like a red-ish. I think that's yellow. Sure. And that does lower max speed by a lot. Yeah, I feel like, why not just have max speed? Let's just go for max. I don't know. We'll see in the morning if this looks terrible. So let's go from here, I guess? I guess that's the closest. Hey everyone, I'm home. Wait, where am I? Oh god, I'm like completely turned around. It's this way, I think? Yeah. And there's only one circle here, right? Oh yeah, oh Jesus. We're back to this sound again. Maybe I should have kept, like, whatever the engine is for the, like, default bike. You know what? Let's do that. Let's figure out which bike part actually gives you the, like, engine sound, and then take the one that's normal, so we don't have to listen to that sound. So, front wings booster. So it's probably the booster. So let's just go for, like, this one instead. Sure, white. Like, this one, I guess, is also stuttering, but it doesn't sound as bad. That one might even be, like, intended. Let's try the bug one. I think that means legs again. Oh no, that one doesn't have legs. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, this one just, like, sounds better. And it pollutes the air more effectively, so let's just go for this one. Little more handling, but still, like, decent max speed. Yeah, I don't think there's more than one circle, one ring. Not that I can see anyway. Wait, there's nothing... You can't, like, climb up here, can you? This almost looks like an elevator or something, but no. You can't climb. If we could do that, we need, like, the Super Mario wall jump ability. Maybe not. Guess let's get this quest marked again. And I can look at it. We heard something about this, like, weird forest in the southwest. I'm assuming you can't fish here. Yeah. Hello, Chum. I don't know if we're supposed to go left there. Something big in the distance there. Guess let's just go over here, see what this is. It's a black monument from the witness. Yeah, I guess it's nothing specific right now. Just the way up. There's more smoke as well. So I guess smoke is a good way to, like, indicate that there's people. Again, quite Outer Wildsy. You know, we gotta pay real close attention to the environment. That one bird just does not like me. Oh? Hi. Someone's been here. Maybe they're further up. I see the problem. Did someone build this just to, like, get up onto that staircase? Why not just, like, build a bridge to connect up the staircase instead? More than a box of sand. Open 20 chests. Just a little casual theft. Oh, this is a problem. I guess I can glide over to there at least, maybe? Yeah. The wind tower. Chum alert. Chum incoming. Yep. They're kind of obvious sometimes, like where they're gonna be placed. Looks like we could maybe climb up here, but let's hold off. Just take the normal path to begin with. Let's check down here first. Great. Who's just, like, putting all these ancient treasure chests around with, like, random pieces of metal in them? Okay, we're back here. Oh. Can I, like, climb these? You can. Oh, it's a little awkward, though. Again, can I climb here? Yeah, you can. And this just leads back out? Yeah? I could have just climbed up the wall, though. Alright. Cheese! Get cheesed. Bouldering top. Though they won't help me climb further, the hand wraps are lightweight, and lightweight fit of this gear are great for making scaling mountainous heights more comfortable. Does that mean they don't do anything? Are they just cosmetic? Sure. And baggy pants. Great. I don't know if they actually have an effect. Guess we'll see. Doesn't seem like it, as far as I can tell. Doesn't seem to be using less stamina or anything. Oh, you were supposed to, like, jump out here. Well, guess I didn't cheese it that much. Yeah. Guess you should just pay attention to the leaves and ivy. Well, it's always fun to get, like, fashion in games. Looks pretty cold, though, with these winds. I mean, I guess it's a desert. Probably very warm winds. We could fly over there. Oh, that's where I was. Oh, there's a chum. Not yet. Let's leave the chum for now. I feel like I'm skipping a lot. What the hell are these leaves doing? Up on high, unblock the wind tower. Achievements. Is that just an egg? Great. I don't know if this is a rock or an egg. Oh, it looks very heavy, so I guess it's a rock. And I don't see any other chums around. So I guess we'll jump down. Confirmed, not egg. Machinist top. Wrapping up. Collect 6 items of clothing. A standard uniform worn by machinists in Midden. Machinists will always make sure each set has its own unique modifications for their own particular needs. I'm just getting a bunch of shirts. Nothing else. Eh. Kind of like the other one better. I like the green. Don't you have 5? I guess it's counting. Yeah, that's weird. Because it's not counting the original clothing, because then I would have 6 long ago. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why I got that when I don't have 6 yet. Hold on, I'm just checking. Yeah, collect 6 items of clothing. Maybe it's just like typoed in the Steam achievements. It's actually 5 pieces of clothing or something. But yeah, I guess that's everything. Let's try and get this Chum over here. Yeah, I need to check if this thing actually does improve my climbing in any way. Like, hold on. If we just, like, walk into the wall. Then I, like, just barely make it. And then if we have a different one, just like this one. Oh? No. Nope, it's identical. So yeah, no actual benefits. It's just cosmetic. I don't feel like I can climb this though. Let's see. It's gonna be close. Just barely. Jesus. Any other chums around? What comes around, chums around. Doesn't seem like it, so I guess let's just teleport back. Utari's delight is obvious, and I see it even in my approach. They radiate with energy. You did it! Thank you, and well done, both of you. Did you have much trouble? None at all! It was a piece of cake. Of course not. And why would you? You were meant to do it. Now for your, I won't say reward, now for what you're owed. Machinist badge. Badge hobbyist, collect 5 badges. Do I not have 5 badges either? I don't know. Utari produces a machinist badge, holding it out for me to take. You may have been late in coming, but here you are where you're meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of where you have been and what you have done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. That you may, if you so choose, become one of us, who speak the unheard language of Simoon and her vast connections. Wonder if we actually get a choice eventually? Like, what do you want to do? As a career in your life? Fill out this form. This badge is but one, and you will need to earn more from others who carry them. But if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of the machinist. Okay. I thank Utari for it, and tell them I have much to consider. But for just a moment, I hear the faintest ringing in my left ear. Oh no, the tinnitus. Distant and deep, like a river below the sands. Listen. Okay. I guess now we can actually see the... Oh, Jesus. The colors a bit better. Yeah, I kind of like the orange here. Looks pretty good. This one, maybe? It's either that, or like white, or this one. Let's go for that. Yeah, sure. So I don't have 3 of any badge, I believe. Yeah, just 2 of 2 different kinds. Or, well, and 1 of 1. So we still need 1 more badge before I can get any mask. Okay. So I still don't think I can climb up to that Chum, as far as I know. Unless you're meant to, like, climb the tree and then float over or something weird. If there's, like, places to climb up to in the tree. Like little branches and whatever. Yeah, maybe that's it, and you're you never actually get a stamina increase. It's a little awkward, if this is intended. Well, we need to get higher up than this, I think, or I guess this is fine. From here, we should be able to jump. No! Screw you! Oh, come on! Little jank. That was a weird pop, if you heard that in the audio. I'm like kind of sliding around a little bit. Okay, this should be fine. Yeah, I guess maybe we're never actually getting a stamina increase. When I saw this, I was just hopeful, like, oh, that means we're definitely getting more stamina, right? I guess not. And it doesn't seem like there's anything else in the tree that I would want to, like, climb up for. I'm not seeing any chums in the branches. Yeah, nothing that I can see unless it's covered. But I think we'll leave that. So then, where do we go now? Do we check out whatever this and this is, I guess? I think this we may have been to. What are those? Is that like where I found a chum? Or is that a plant or something? It's weird that you can't see what those mean. I guess it's just different plants. Hold on, if we like check over here with the geysers. No, we don't see any plants here. I don't know. Not really sure how to read some of the map yet, but like, let's just add a marker here, I guess. Yeah, looks like that's the best way to do it. Yeah, okay, it's definitely teleporting. Just for the sake of, like, time, so you don't get that heavy landing animation. Yeah, the nights must be cold. Don't underestimate a desert night. Yeah, it is a little stuttery when you're, like, riding around on the bike. Because I guess it's just loading a bunch of stuff in the distance. Yeah, it's very, very framey, unfortunately. What are we looking at here? Ramp it. Alright, that's enough. Oh, it's Daddy Chum. Chum Father. Okay, I see. So here's where we get rewards for the chums, I guess. Hopefully they're interesting rewards. Teach me how to be a chum. How to live like a chum. How to fly like a chum. I guess these doors are gonna open at different milestones. I'm kind of expecting just like a costume, one piece of a costume per door or something, but we'll see. Upon seeing the frankly humongous Chum holding up the remains of an ancient stone tower, I nearly jump out of my skin. Before I collect myself, I hear a voice cooing in my head. Ah, hello, wanderer. Please don't be frightened. The giant Chum cocks its head at me and chirps. Is this real? I express my tentative disbelief for this scenario. I'm talking to you as much as I'm able to, and you're able to perceive my thoughts, but I assure you I'm as real as you are. I hear... oh, that doesn't say much. I hear you are carrying some of my children. I can feel the eggs squirming in my satchel at their mention. I relax suddenly, comforted by the absurdity of the situation. Your name is old and vast, like the desert. I mouth the syllables as it chirps silently. Sable. How beautiful. I don't have a name as such. But I am the Queen of the Chums. You may call me Queen Chum, or Chum Queen, as you prefer. I'm not gonna say what else I wanted to call her. I bow my head politely. It's an honor to meet you, my queen. The queen seems surprised by my formality. Oh my, you're such a proper little humern. Well, you being here feels very lucky indeed. Perhaps you could help us. Our eggs are scattered throughout the deserts, but they need to be planted somewhere safe. Bring them here, little one. I will be able to give you something for your favor. My answer comes without hesitation, a big yes. You're a kind little slug, aren't you? I think I'm going to like you, Sable. To start things off, bring me 5 eggs, way ahead of you. I have them with me already. You've been busy. Chum novice, deliver your first chum egg. So many of us together already. Excellent work, young Sable. The queen coos at me while her gentle voice resonates in my head. Oh, how fortunate. Oh, how fortunate for you to have taken an interest in us. I find myself smiling at this magnanimous compliment. You're a rare specimen in this age. Give me a double jump. Give me twice the stamina. Chum Queen tier. Stamina increased. Oh, nice. Okay. I love chums. Chums are the best. Well, now you've gotten me all emotional. Lucky for you, the tears of a chum carry great power. But I suggest you keep that information to yourself. I nod solemnly, sparing her any elaboration on her suggestion. The tear feels like a gift. I feel stronger, more resilient. Bring me 15 eggs next. Do you mean like 15 total or 15 in addition to the 5 I've already given? Because I do have 20. 27. Yeah, I think that's like... that is the total. I didn't have 32, I'm pretty sure. Did I? I greet the Chum Queen. I have eggs. I bring you eggs. Young Sable, so kind of you to visit again. You've helped us become quite a little collective. Oh, are they like in here somewhere? Sort of like the grubs and stuff? Her imagined voice is like a cool towel on the back of my neck. All the little ones you brought home are so thrilled to be part of a family now. More stamina, more stamina. Sorry to make you cry all the time. Just like punch her on the snout and then we can get more tears. Stamina increased, but that looks like it's full, so what about the third one? Surely that's not gonna just be stamina increased again. You've spared them a life of solitude and distant wanderings. I guess maybe the third one is like all 3 doors open and they all have a piece of the cosmetics or something. They are so grateful, even now in their youth. I feel the power of my queen's tears buzzing within me, even as I hold back my own. Now I'll need 20 eggs from you. Okay, it's probably like, what's it called? Like, sequential or whatever. 5, then 20 total, and now 40 total. No? Really? I do it now? No. Okay, that's weird. Why, like... Why do it this way? This is kind of awkward. Like, either subtract the chums I actually give her from the number I see at the top there, or make it so that the total is come back to me when you've found, like, this many chums. I feel like that would just make more sense. I guess you can probably check the inventory, maybe? Yeah, like, I have 7 chum eggs now. It's a little awkward, though. I feel like it should just show in the top right and, like, be more consistent in the numbers, but it's not a big deal. And I guess that's just her. Thought we could, like, see the chums around, but no. Yeah, there's just chests in these doors. So... Oh, I see. That's a lot of stamina. Is that like triple the stamina? It's at least double. Yeah, that's very nice. So now we can even like climb pretty lengthy heights. Yeah, that was like not even half my stamina. Nice. Let me guess, there's just a chum like on your ass and you haven't noticed. There's a chum right here. What a bad mother. So we need 13 more, so once I have 40 total, that's when I can go back. So I guess now we probably could have just climbed up to that chum at the Burnt Oak Station. Oh, there's a balloon over there. In this region. Should I, like, try and mark that? How do I do it? A. Yeah, it's right there. Could be worth trying to go to. Though I think our time with Sable is kind of coming to an end for today. We should probably swap over pretty soon. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. Even though it's like very slow paced. It's very much like, yeah, like Spiritfarer. Outer Wilds, though Outer Wilds is definitely not as slow paced, I would say. Like, you kind of explore new things constantly there. Yeah, it's like Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild, Spiritfarer, that kind of thing. Okay, we can't quite get up here. Oh, I can. Yeah, just a very pleasant little game. Not sure... like if it's gonna remain interesting or if it's going to get tedious, but so far I'm liking it a lot. I'm gonna bite you. Or stab you with my horn, I guess. Yeah, it's a shame you can't do like a leap while you're climbing to spend more of your stamina. Oh, here's something. So you get like less distance, but you can jump quicker, would be nice. Just more money. That's fine, I need money. Doesn't look like anything else in here. Like on or around it. Oh, there they are! No? Is that them? Are those chums? Oh, there's a chum. Hold on. I don't want to jump down then. How am I going to get there? Oh. That was a little awkward. Okay, let's see if we can jump from here. Nope. No, no, no. I don't know if this is going to be enough. I think so. Yeah, easily. It's nice that you don't spend stamina while flying. Alright, let's check again. Were these actually chums in here? Sure enough. Sorry, chums. Yeah, I guess they'll just fill up over time, the more you bring her. Alright, well, let's just leave it off here for today for Sable. But yeah, very much enjoying it. Looking forward to playing more. I guess I'm probably gonna play more this weekend, I would imagine. Maybe Sunday. We'll see. Thanks for watching. We'll take a break, and then we'll swap over to some crosscode.